alos, we have a very special guest joining me now. Former Speaker of Lok Sabha, Meira Kumar, is joining me live. Thank you so much for speaking to NDTV, ma'am. Bittersweet memories is something that we are seeing coming from multiple quarters. It's the movement from the old to the new, the journey of the Parliament of India. How do you look at it? Of course, the government has been saying that the old building was dilapidated, they needed more space, and the new Parliament is also tech-friendly, it is eco-friendly, and perhaps best suited for New India.
The old building is not dilapidated. The old building is historic, and there was shortage of space. Shortage of space because we have so many committees, and each committee requires an office space. Then a number of people who are working in the secretariat, in Lok Sabha secretariat, in Rajya Sabha secretariat, that has increased. And also in future, near future, we are going to have more members of parliament. So shortage of space is the main reason. And also protecting a historic building like our parliament building, old parliament building, is it's of paramount importance. But let me tell you one thing. Whatever the new building is, people are talking of how beautiful it is, how grand it is. It is certainly grand. It is beautiful. It should be. It is, after all, the parliament, the nerve center of the largest democracy in the world. But it should be able, you must realize that we have the largest population in the world. And among the largest population in the world, the number of poor people is also largest in the world. So this parliament building is actually meant to serve the interest of those poor people of India. That should be its first agenda. The building is very important, but the agenda, the work that is going to be done within that building is more important.
Yes. Any moment, any speech that you remember when you were the Lok Sabha speaker, or when you accompanied your father, Babu Jagjeevan Ram, to Parliament, any memory that you have which you would like to share with us?
Yes, I do. And that was a speech which was made at a historic moment. My father, Babu Jagjeevan Ramji, was the defense minister. And that is the time we won the 71 war. And he came to the parliament, and it was a short speech, but he informed the parliament that this is what happened. After that, Srimati Indira Gandhi was the prime minister. She made a long speech. But that speech, I think, was very important because of all the wars that India had fought, we won this war. We have very, very brave soldiers, excellent, and we have a very strong, powerful army. Despite that, because of certain shortages in our strategy, we were not able to win. This is the first time we won a war. And war is not something which is good. You should not be praising a war, because it causes so much of damage, life and property. But this war is always remembered because it set a standard. It showed it to the world that, yes, India can do something with so much of excellence, you see. And after that war, 71 war, now it has been 52 years. And Pakistan has criticized India over so many issues, but it has never said that Indian soldiers had misbehaved with the civilians of Pakistan, with the men, women, and children of Pakistan. And it followed the Geneva Convention to the T. So this was a moment of great glory. Glory proving ourselves, our excellence, our ability to do the things so well.
There's a lot of talks and buzz around the possibility of a women's reservation bill in this special session. Do you think the time has come for that bill? There has been a lot of back and forth, a piece of legislation which should have been passed several years ago.
The time was always there, but it so happened that there were difficulties, there were impediments. At one point, it was passed in Rajya Sabha, but it couldn't be done in Lok Sabha. Now, I think, is the time when we enter the new Lok Sabha Parliament building. I think this should be done. This should be done. You know, I was telling you about the agenda that the new Parliament building should have. So I said about elimination of poverty, and the other point on the agenda is respect for women. And the third point on the agenda is elimination of caste system. And the fourth point on the agenda is harmonious relationship, respect for all the religions of our land.
Meira Kumar, really appreciate your time. Thank you so much.